LILO is an odd, misunderstood girl. Her relationship with Nani is strained in the first film, with the looming possibility of her being taken away, and she has difficulty relating with the other girls in her hula class, making her life miserable. One of the reasons she struggles relating with Myrtle and her gang is because LILO has interests which set her apart. LILO creates her own doll Scrump, likes monsters, takes pictures of tourists, loves hula and Elvis, and diligently schedules visits to the ocean to feed her fish, Pudge, a peanut butter sandwich. And I don't think all of these activities are disconnected. I think there's a deep, underlying reason LILO cares about all her quirky and odd hobbies.
I knew it.
Hello, I'm Isaac from What's So Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people, and today we're going to discover the reason LILO becomes the lovable, peculiar girl we all know. To discover why LILO enjoys her activities in Lilo and Stitch, we have to begin to understand her first. What happened in LILO's life to make LILO, LILO? Through her name, we begin to identify who she is. LILO means lost or the generous one in Hawaiian, and she superimposes these traits. LILO is patient with Stitch through all of his antics and destruction and loves to include everyone into her family, revealing her generosity. But if LILO actually embodies her name, that means she's also lonely. She struggles to find companionship and stability within her life. Everything seems to keep changing and getting worse for her, and she just can't find where she belongs. LILO is so lost in the world because of the death of her parents. During a treacherous rainstorm, the couple voyaged out for a drive and died in a crash. At the age of 5, LILO's parents were taken away from her, which we can see has emotionally scarred her. She looked up to her parents and wants to embody their best qualities, make her family proud, and live up to how she remembers them. Her mother was a fantastic hula dancer and won the May Day hula competition when she was LILO's age, leading to LILO to strive to accomplish this as well. Her father coined the phrase "Ohana" means family, and family means no one is left behind, which LILO and Nani remember often when fighting and making critical decisions. They want to create a home like their parents did for them. Even though LILO is strong, determined, and generous, she does definitely struggle. LILO frequently breaks down into tears and is very protective of the items that remind her of her parents, especially their photograph. Sure, kids cry sometimes, but I'm sure the emotional burden she must feel must be heavy. Once we have realized this little girl is someone who idolized her parents and has lost them at such a young age, her habits appear to gain purpose. If LILO was 5 in 2002 when the movie was released, and if her parents were over the age of 40, which we can assume since Nani is a fully grown adult in Lilo and Stitch, so they must have had her at a pretty young age, then that means LILO's parents grew up listening to Elvis. When LILO's parents were her age, they listened and loved Elvis Presley, who was an international star by the year 1956. They collected his records and idolized him, so when they passed away, LILO began to link Elvis with her parents, which is why she loves his music. LILO may not be able to learn lessons from her parents, but she can learn from her parents' favorite celebrity, the king himself. In addition, LILO loves classic monsters. Maybe her parents introduced her to classic cinema like Frankenstein's monster, like they did with Elvis. LILO probably held a special place in her heart for interesting monsters and the mystical world because she had experienced that with her parents originally. Loving monsters and weird creatures is probably why she manifested Scrump.
Our family's little now, and we don't have many toys.
Nani was on a budget living with 2 mouths to feed and struggled to find a job, so she helped LILO bring to life a doll of her own, just like Dr. Frankenstein. Furthermore, LILO just doesn't want to forget people or lose them, so she captures individuals through her photography to remember them in the same way she remembers her parents. That's why she collects the photos of tourists. They are the same type of pictures on the beach, just like the pictures of her parents. She doesn't want to lose anyone else. LILO explains it best here.
I'll remember you though, if I remember everyone that leaves.
So why does LILO feed Pudge the fish a peanut butter sandwich? It's possible she fed Pudge for fun on Tuesdays when she went to the beach with her family, but on one occasion, she forgot or didn't feed the little fish. The rain poured down on Kauai, and when her parents went for an innocent drive, they didn't come back. In the mind of a 5-year-old, LILO came to the conclusion her parents died because of her. The fish she fed must have been able to control the weather, and when it didn't get fed, her parents suffered because of it. LILO takes it upon herself to feed Pudge a peanut butter sandwich in an attempt to appease the fish and protect her family. LILO is a bit of a different type of kid, but she also has a much different background. She lost her parents and as a young girl remembers them through many facets of her life. At the beginning of Lilo and Stitch, she is a sad, isolated girl, but by the end she has gained a new family. With Nani, Pleakley, Jumba, Cobra Bubbles, and Stitch looking out for her and helping her through her life, I'm sure she will continue to live up to her parents' memory and live a happy life with her Ohana. If you'd like to continue to theorize on Lilo's backstory, then I'll leave the links to her movies and the resources I used in the description of this video. So now it's time for your thoughts. Do you feel bad for Lilo, and do you think the loss of her parents subconsciously led to her partaking in all of these interesting activities? Let me know in the comment section, along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you enjoyed this video, and you'd like to see more like it, then remember to subscribe to What's-Up videos, and click the bell if you'd like to be notified when I post. Thanks for watching, and have a magical day.